Hello, everyone. My name is Sean Watson, and I'm the Manager of Communications and Events at the Canadian Apprenticeship Forum. I would like to start by acknowledging the Algonquin Anishinaabe Nation, whose traditional and unceded territory I come to you from today. The Canadian Apprenticeship Forum recognizes that the Indigenous landscape of Canada is broad and encompasses many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples. We respect and affirm the inherent and treaty rights of all Indigenous peoples across Turtle Island. They are the traditional stewards of the lands from which we all attend. Before we get started, just a few housekeeping items today. The staff at the Canadian Apprenticeship Forum is always available to answer your questions. Visit our website, caf-fca.org, for more information, including links to your local apprenticeship resources. You can also contact us at info@caf-fca.org. Please feel free to share this video with anyone who will find it useful. A big piece of our work is promoting apprenticeship and skilled trades to women and other underrepresented groups. In 2018, we hosted the first ever national conference dedicated to female participation in the skilled trades. In 2019, a second Supporting Women in Trades conference was held in Vancouver. And in 2022, after a 3-year hiatus, the Supporting Women in Trades conference will return June 2nd and 3rd in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. To date, more than 600 delegates have gathered at these events to engage in a conversation on how to remove the barriers women encounter pursuing careers in which they are traditionally underrepresented. A roadmap to supporting women in trades was developed from the results of the inaugural event. And since then, CAF has published a national strategy for supporting women in trade. Apprentices, tradeswomen, representatives from women's organizations, labor groups, employers, educators, and jurisdictional apprenticeship authorities informed the strategy content and established a national target to increase participation and retention of females in skilled trade careers. All these resources can be found on the CAF website, including an employer pledge, Champions for Change, which sees industry commit to hiring more women apprentices, providing workplace education on diversity and inclusion for all staff, and ensuring that their workplaces are safe and equitable. It is now my pleasure to introduce one of our CAF board directors, Joanne Greeley. Joanne is a Red Seal journeyperson electrician and owner of Joanne Greeley Electric. She is currently a project manager for the Office to Advance Women Apprentices in Paradise, Newfoundland. Joanne thrives on helping and supporting people to live their best lives. She has been an advocate and mentor for women working in the building trades for more than 15 years. She facilitates leadership training for women in science, engineering, trades, and technology, and assembled the Diversity Network, a group of diversity and inclusion experts which created Using Balance to Build, supporting gender diversity in Newfoundland and Labrador construction trades. The recipient of several awards for her work in this area, Joanne's goal is to help ensure every individual has the same opportunities, no matter their gender, race, or sexual orientation. Her tireless efforts helped shape the national strategy for women in trades and helped launch our Champions for Change initiative with employers in Newfoundland and Labrador. When I met Joanne, she told me she is an advocate so other women won't encounter the same problems she did early on in her career. She wants to ensure women find success without roadblocks. Joanne has become financially independent and credits that to her career in the skilled trades. And that is why she is joining us today. Joanne will now share her experiences and offer tips and strategies for overcoming any challenges women may encounter in the skilled trades. Hi, Joanne.
Hi, thank you so much, Sean, for the lovely introduction.
You're welcome. You do a lot of things, so we're pleased to have you here today. Wondering if you can start off and tell us a little bit about what apprenticeship is and how it works.
Sure. So within my province, and it's quite different right across Canada, there's a lot of different ways to enter into apprenticeship. But in my province of Newfoundland, Labrador, we usually do a 9-month course, an introduction to whatever trade it is you're choosing to do. Mine was electrical. And after the 9-month course, once you finish that, you find an employer who will hire you, and you sign a memorandum of understanding saying that this employer will help you through your apprenticeship. And it doesn't mean you're going to stay with that employer forever, especially when we look at construction. And sometimes if you're in new construction, which I've always worked in, those jobs usually last from 3 to 6 months, depending on how long the construction project is. So I may work for one electrical company for 6 months, but I may work for another one at another time, which means I'll just keep track of all my hours and then give those to the apprenticeship office here within my own province. So what happens is you collect these hours. Once you have the hours and skills, you return to school to do more learning with your books, a little bit of hands-on, but mostly theory. Then after a couple of trips back to school, you get to write a beautiful exam called an interprovincial Red Seal exam. And that exam is the same for everybody right across Canada. That exam is produced by people who work in construction, who do electrical work, who teach electrical work. So these questions are created by our peers, people who've worked in the industry for a very long time. And that's the same for all trades. So once I passed that exam, I became a Red Seal electrician, which meant that I could work on my own and I could own my own company. I could have apprentices working underneath me. So that whole process took me about 5 years to complete. And for my trade, it was 7,200 hours that I needed to have. So that was between working and attending school.
Terrific. Thank you. That gives a really good picture of how it works in real life. Our research tells us that finding an employer sponsor can be a barrier for women wanting to launch a skilled trades career. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got started in your trade?
Sure. I came into the trades in my mid-30s, so it was a second career for me. I had already worked many years within office, done office administration type of work. And for me, myself, when I decided to get into the trades, I wanted to make sure that I was going to have success. I had worked before. I was quite surprised when I did come out of school to try and find an employer that I did run into some problems. And that's when I became an advocate for women in trades, because I found it really interesting that as a woman, I could be a doctor or a lawyer or a correctional officer, but for some reason, people didn't want me to be an electrician. And so I kept a lot of notes on companies that I called looking for work. I phoned everybody, and to the point where I ended up working at a retail store in their electrical department because there's no work happening for me. And saw a man walk by with his electrical company name on his jacket and pretty much, chased him down and asked him for a job. And I worked for him for almost 2 years. So for me personally, being able to get the hours and get hired was a bit of a problem, and which really surprised me because, again, I was out of school, but I was in my 30s. I went to work every day. I worked very hard. I found it very interesting that people didn't think I was going to be able to do this job because of my gender.
Well, you persevered and it paid off. So there's a message right there.
Yeah, failure was never an option.
Right. That's true. Wondering if you can tell us a little bit about what you like about your trade, and if you have any tips for women who just don't know where to start and are interested in exploring the different options in the trades.
Sure. There's two kinds of camps. There's people who grew up building things with their family, moms and dads. That was my camp. I have 2 other sisters, so we always built fences. My father had a hardware store. We were always working in the store. So I really didn't know that women or girls didn't do this work. I just always thought everybody did this kind of thing. Everybody worked with their dad on Saturday. And then there's the camp of, I've never built anything, but I'm really, really interested. And luckily enough, with apprenticeship, there's room for both groups. There are people who show up at apprenticeship that, don't know which end of the screwdriver to use. But because your apprenticeship is there to teach you, and you're always working with someone, that helps you along the way, which is so, so important. Then for people who do understand, a little bit more about construction, there's room for that too. So when you get into your classroom and you get working, you're learning your trade, and that's why you work for about 7,000 hours. No one will ever know everything, especially electrical, about it. Technology is constantly changing. That's what I love about it. Everything changes. I remember when I started, people were talking about LED lights, and this was a brand new thing. I mean, that's 15 years ago. Now everybody has LED lights in their home. Green energy is coming on board. So I really love the vast amount of opportunities I have. I love working with my hands. I love working, fixing my own things, doing things for my family. So I think for me, it's the looking at something, figuring out a plan. I love the process. Following the plan, building something, stand back and say, oh, I put those lights up, or I built that house, or, I helped build a restaurant, things like that. So that's what I love. I love that gratification of seeing my work completed.
Yeah, it's true. There's nothing quite like feeling like you're making a difference at the end of your workday. So that's wonderful. Thank you so much for your insights, Joanne. They've been valuable. There's nothing quite like hearing from someone who has lived experience.
Across Canada and around the world, skilled tradespeople are in high demand. If you like to work with your hands and solve problems, these opportunities could be the beginning of a satisfying career in the skilled trades. Not everyone belongs in an office. In fact, many tradespeople prefer to be actively engaged in their day-to-day work, immediately able to see their efforts come to life. They report a sense of accomplishment from their work and are often paid well beyond the Canadian average. Tradespeople use the latest technology and tools to turn plans into reality, concepts into three-dimensional solutions. Mechanical ability, good hand-eye coordination, and strong math skills are a great foundation for success in the trades. Are you looking for a creative outlet? Tradespeople often use their imagination and creativity to turn raw materials into the products we use every day. Others keep the lights on, the water flowing, and our homes heated. They build, operate, and maintain the physical infrastructure we take for granted. Before you pursue someone else's idea of a good future, consider the unlimited career options in the skilled trades. Crane operators, boiler makers, auto mechanics, and hairdressers are just a few of more than 300 trades occupations. And your career path doesn't stop with certification. Tradespeople are in high demand as trades instructors, supervisors, and inspectors. Many go on to own their own businesses. It can all start with an apprenticeship, a unique post-secondary option that combines on-the-job training with time in school. Best of all, you get paid while you learn new skills and gain practical on-the-job experience. The future belongs to those who build it. Want to get started? The Canadian Apprenticeship Forum invites you to learn more at careersintrades.ca.
Here now to provide some more details and the benefits of apprenticeship is the Canadian Apprenticeship Forum Research and Project Manager, Emily Arrowsmith.
Thanks, Sean. So today I'd like to just provide a bit of an overview of apprenticeship and careers in the skilled trades and what some of the benefits are. So I'd like to talk about what an apprenticeship is, what are the steps to an apprenticeship, some of the benefits, and then I'd like to outline some of the financial grants and loans that are available to people who pursue the apprenticeship pathway. So as Joanne was saying, apprenticeship is a post-secondary option that's work-based. So you spend 80% of your time on the job, learning from an experienced journey person who teaches you about the trade and who mentors you. So it's really on the job learning for people who are, practical problem solvers who, as Joanne was saying, love to build things and have that satisfaction at the end of the day of creating something. So that's what you're doing for 80 to 90% of the time. And then the other 20% of the time, you're going to college or a union training center, and you're getting more theoretical knowledge. So you do this process over a period of usually, 2 to 4 years, and you go through your various levels. And then at the end of the training, You complete a multiple choice examination, as Joanne said. And if you earn 70% or higher, that means you get your provincial certificate. And if you're in a red seal trade, you get a red seal endorsement on your certificate. And that's very important because that means it's an industry recognized standard of excellence, and it will make it easier for you to get a job anywhere in Canada. So in terms of the steps to an apprenticeship, as Joanne was saying, it really differs depending on what province or territory you're in. But an overview of the process would be, you can get your prior learning assessed. You can get your, if you've done a previous degree or part of a degree or diploma, or if you have work experience, go to your local apprenticeship office. You might be able to provide some evidence of what you've done, and then you can get some of that learning potentially recognized towards your apprenticeship. So think about getting your prior learning assessed as a first step. You also might want to pursue a pre-apprenticeship program. So let's say you really don't know what trade you want to work in. You can go to a college, or union training centers have them as well. Get some exposure to the trade, earn some basic safety certificates, and really get a feel for whether you like this trade or not. Then the next step would be finding an employer to sponsor you, or there are group sponsors as well who might be able to take you on, and then you must register as an apprentice. So you must officially register with the province or territory. Then you need to track your hours over your 2 to 4 year apprenticeship program. And then they might ask you to fill in a logbook. And so your journey person or mentor, or maybe your employer, when you achieve a certain task or skill, they'll check it off and sign your logbook for you. And after you track your required hours and complete your logbook if required, you hand in all that information to the province or territory, they review it, and then they'll give you the go-ahead to write your final multiple choice exam. And as I said, if you get 70% or higher, then you get your certificate of qualification, which means you're a fully certified journey person who can work in the trades. So who's involved in apprenticeship? Well, of course, there's the province or territory who regulate apprenticeship, but there's also you, the person who wants to learn the trade, the employer who hires you, and then that journey person who is very experienced in their trade, and they're going to mentor and teach you on the job about the various skills you need to work safely and to do high quality work. And then the instructor is going to teach you during the school portion of the training. So 80% you're going to be learning from that journey person mentor, and the other 20% you'll be learning from a trades instructor at a college or a union training center. Your responsibilities as an apprentice are to find an employer or a group sponsor. You must ensure you are registered, but the employer will also help you with that process usually, but it's very important that you're officially registered with the province or territory. You need to be a good employee. You show up on time, ready to work, eager to learn. You have to work collaboratively with your mentor to improve your skill sets. You must go to technical training and complete any assignments or tests. And then you must complete your paperwork. A logbook might be required, or there might be paperwork related to getting your employment insurance, which you can receive during your technical training. And then at the end of your training, you're responsible for studying and writing that multiple choice test. What are the employer's responsibilities? Well, they have to pay your wages, and they have to provide a safe workplace for you to work. They have to provide a workplace that's free of harassment and discrimination. They're responsible for ensuring that the logbook is filled in, and that they are, or your journey person mentor is checking off the key competencies and hours. They have to enable that you as the apprentice can meet your competencies through offering you a variety of tasks on the job. They must provide you a mentor so that you can be supervised, ensuring that you can work safely on the job. And they are required to release you to let you go to your technical training, which is the school portion.
Why apprenticeship? Are you thinking about pursuing a career in the skilled trades, but are still unsure if it's the right pathway for you? Here are 5 top reasons why it's great to be an apprentice. Apprentices don't have to sit at a desk all day. Apprentices get to be active and on their feet. They spend 80% of their time learning on the job from a mentor and 20% learning at school or a union training center. Apprentices work with the latest advanced technology and apply it in their day-to-day work. Apprentices look at their work at the end of the day and say, "I made that." Apprentices are innovative problem solvers. Apprentices are curious about the way things work. They like to apply what they have learned. They are innovative people who like to solve problems. When they learn at school during each level of their apprenticeship, they bring their knowledge back to the workplace and share it by helping everyone on their team learn new ways to do things. As apprentices learn more, they are given more responsibilities at work. Apprentices earn good pay. Apprentices earn wages while they are learning on the job and achieve their certification with little to no debt. Certified journey persons who have finished their training may make $60,000 to $100,000 per year or more, depending on the trade. Apprentices contribute to sustainable communities. Cooks create using locally sourced food in their dishes. Carpenters, electricians, and plumbers implement LEED building construction practices. Automotive service technicians fix zero-emission vehicles. Apprentices rebuild their communities when natural disasters strike. The skills that apprentices bring to a community help it thrive. Apprentices advance in their careers. Once apprentices complete their training and become journey persons, they can grow their careers through further education and training. They can own a business, become a supervisor, a teacher, a project manager, an engineer, or CEO. If this sounds like you, consider becoming an apprentice today. Go to Careers and Trades to find out more. A great career is waiting for you.
So what are some of the benefits of an apprenticeship? Apprenticeship provides so many benefits. There's job opportunities, career advancement opportunities, satisfaction with knowing you built something at the end of the day, good income, you can earn while you learn, and you can get all the benefits associated with certification. So earn while you learn. When you're an apprentice, you start earning your first day on the job, and as you progress, your wages typically increase over the 4-year apprenticeship period. When you go to school, you're not earning wages, but you can get access to employment insurance during that time period. So you're going to graduate after the 2 or 4-year apprenticeship with perhaps no debt or much lower debt than other post-secondary students. So a college or university student might graduate with, $80,000 worth of debt, whereas an apprentice, they're earning from day one. So they're not going to have the same level of debt as other post-secondary students. So it's really earn while you learn. Careers in the trades have really good income. So most tradespeople make over $60,000 a year. That's when they first graduate, and that will increase over time. So just to give you an example, we did a comparison of college diploma graduates, university graduates, and trades people who had a trade certificate. Those with a college diploma upon graduation were making about $47,000 a year. University graduates were making about $60,000. And those with a trade certificate were earning $63,000 a year. So upon graduation, you're going to be making good money, more than other post-secondary students. Now, over the course of your career, as you gain more experience and skills, you're going to start to earn more money. And it varies a lot by trade. But studies indicate, 4 years after graduation, a heavy duty equipment technician, for example, makes over $100,000 a year. A refrigeration and air conditioning mechanic can be making up to $80,000 a year. So it really varies based upon what trade you're in. But it does indicate that the trades make good money, actually. And over the course of your career, you might decide to want to take on a different position in the trades. You might want to become a project manager or a supervisor or a foreperson. You might want to own your own business. And so when we survey journey persons, they can report incomes of over $100,000. So there really are a lot of good opportunities to have a satisfying job that you like, but just also the opportunity to make good money. Journey persons tell us there's also a high degree of satisfaction working in the trade. So you're doing it over the 2 to 4 year time period, you're gaining a lot of valuable work experience. You might be working with different employers and different work sites, and you're just getting a variety of different work experiences, which is going to really set you up well for your career. You also have the opportunity to work with the latest technology, and that makes it exciting because the technology is always changing. So you're really going to be working in the trades with the latest technology, and people love that because it's like innovation and problem solving. And as Joanne said, coming up with a plan and then being able to implement that plan. And there's lots of opportunities for lifelong learning and professional development as you get to learn about those new technologies. And if you like, there's opportunities when you become experienced to mentor and teach other people. So when you become a journey person, that gives you the opportunity to give back, to teach apprentices your knowledge and your skills. And journey people tell us they really love that process of being able to give and learn from somebody else, but also share your knowledge. As I mentioned earlier, after you go through this process of work and school, and then at the end, you write that multiple choice test, you get your certificate of qualification. That certificate of qualification is actually quite important to your future career. It can allow you to work all across the country and travel if you'd like to different work sites, meet new people, and just get the experience of working in different provinces and territories, because that certificate of qualification, also known perhaps as a red seal, is an industry standard that's recognized by employers across the country. So that's going to help you with your mobility and help you get different job opportunities. People who have the certificate of qualification are also likely to be more have access to full-time work and to have access to benefits. They're also more likely to be permanently employed, and they earn higher wages than those who don't have the certificate of qualification. So there's a lot of great benefits associated with earning your certificate of qualification. There's a lot of opportunities in the skilled trades. There's lots of jobs available because lots of journey persons are retiring and they're leaving the workforce. So we need young apprentices and underrepresented groups, including women and racialized people, immigrants, Indigenous peoples, to come into the trades to replace those retiring journey persons. So there's lots of opportunity.
Making the most of your apprenticeship. You've chosen your trade. You have an employer sponsor who is willing to train and support you through your apprenticeship journey. Now you're ready to start your career as an apprentice. Here are 5 tips to make the most of your apprenticeship. Whether on the job, in a classroom, or a remote learning environment, let the learning begin. Number 1, listen and ask questions. Your journey person mentors and trades instructors have years of experience on the job. Safety is important, so listen carefully to their advice or directions. Ask questions about how things work and gather tips from journey persons who have mastered a particular skill. Be open to what they or your instructors have to teach you. Number 2, practice your skills. Sharpen your skills by going to a union training center or college shop for additional skills practice. Number 3, reach out for help. Get the help you need to address your trade or skills gaps. Your local apprenticeship authority can help you develop a learning and training plan. Apprentices can receive help with not only their essential skills, but also their occupational and trade-specific skills. Number 4, support your peers. Apprentices often train together, so it's crucial to support your peers when working on team projects or completing assignments. New ideas and different viewpoints improve work processes. Act respectfully towards fellow apprentices who may be different than you. They could have a great idea that could benefit the team and improve the product. Number 5, invest in yourself. Your apprenticeship training is just a starting point. Take training and professional development courses throughout your career so you can stay on top of the latest technological developments in your trade. Never stop learning and improving your skills. Making the most of your apprenticeship is up to you. Set yourself up for success. Identify goals, study and practice daily, and stick to your learning and training plan. Listen and learn from your mentors and celebrate your achievements. An apprenticeship is a foundation for a great future. Go to Careers and Trades to find out more.
There's also financial benefits that will help you as you are doing your apprenticeship training. So I'd just like to review these with you now. You get paid while you're working for the employer, but when you're at school, you're not getting paid. So during this time period, you can apply for the Canada Apprentice Loan. You can also receive employment insurance, and you can apply for the Apprenticeship Incentive Grant and the Apprenticeship Completion Grant. So just to give you a little indication of what each of these financial benefits are, the Government of Canada offers the Canada Apprentice Loan. This is for people who are registered in a Red Seal trade. Red Seal trades are trades where industry has come together from across Canada and agreed to a common set of standards. And most apprentices do work in Red Seal trades. So if you qualify for the loan, you can earn up to $4,000 per period of technical training, just to help you cover your expenses when you're either at college or the Union Training Center. You can get Canada Apprentice loans for up to 5 periods of technical training, and the loan will be interest-free for up to 6 years, as long as that you can confirm that you are still registered in the Red Seal trade. And you don't have to make any loan repayments as long as your loan is at an interest-free status. You can also get the Apprenticeship Incentive Grant, and there is a special grant for women that also will help you pay for your expenses when you're at technical training. It's a taxable grant worth $3,000 per level, awarded to registered apprentices, and you can apply for this grant twice during your training for a maximum of $6,000. There's also the Apprenticeship Completion Grant. This is a one-time taxable cash grant, lifetime amount of $2,000 per person for registered apprentices. It is for registered apprentices who successfully complete their apprenticeship training program and get their journey person certification in a designated Red Seal trade. So information about these grants and loans is available on the Government of Canada website. So if you'd like to learn more about the trades, there's so many different ways to explore the trades. You can go to the Career and Trades website and learn more about the trades through a series of videos. And we have journey people who share their stories about how they got into the trades and how they've been able to advance their careers. You can go to skills competitions and see people practicing their trade and learn more about what the trades are. You can also potentially pursue a pre-apprenticeship program at college, and that will give you a chance, to try out the trade and see what trade might be a good fit for you. There's also the Skilled Trades Network, where we have various links to financial supports and pre-apprenticeship programs. So that's a centralized resource that's searchable by province and territory that will give you a better indication of what programs might be available that you can try out. If you're interested in potentially looking for jobs that might be available in your area, the job bank will let you search by your town or city. It will give you an indication of what jobs are available in your area. It will give you the pay rates, like what the wages are. And the job bank will also give you descriptions of what's involved in various trade occupations if you want to get a better sense of what a day-to-day life is like in that particular job. It will give you a description of what the common duties and tasks are of a person working in a specific trade. So the job bank is a great starting point to try to find out more about specific jobs that are available in your area. If you're in Ontario, apprenticesearch.com also will provide you with potential employers that are interested in hiring and training apprentices.
Thank you, Emily. I'm now pleased to welcome Joni Jean, Chair of Engineering and Technology and Trades and Apprenticeship at Conestoga College in Kitchener, Ontario. Joni is going to share some of the wonderful opportunities that are available at her college for women in the trades.
Hello, welcome to Conestoga College's overview on post-secondary programs for women in trades. I would like to thank the Canadian Apprenticeship Forum for the opportunity to present at this session. My name is Joni Jean, and I am the academic chair with the Schools of Engineering and Technology and Trades and Apprenticeship at Conestoga College in Ontario, managing our precision machining, woodworking, and aviation programming, as well as responsibility for the engineering, technology, and trades for women's initiatives. Colleges across the country offer both traditional trade schooling and related post-secondary programs. At Conestoga, we offer a variety of opportunities, including some specific to women. Emily outlined the benefits of the apprenticeship pathway, and engaging with your local post-secondary institution is a great way to explore and determine which trade might be a good fit for you. During this session, I will provide a brief introduction to Conestoga College's ETT4W initiative, followed by information on post-secondary and apprenticeship training programs. I will end by providing some examples of programming specific to women that is currently offered by Conestoga College as an example of how post-secondary institutions can encourage and support women entering the skilled trades. To begin, I would like to share a video created profiling women in various skilled trades at Conestoga. This video emphasizes that anyone with a number of diverse backgrounds and interests can pursue training and a career in the skilled trades. A number of years ago, Conestoga College developed a sub-brand known as Engineering, Technology, and Trades for Women Initiatives, with the purpose of working to increase the percentage of women enrolling and completing post-secondary programs and ultimately working in careers that are predominantly filled by men within these industries. We're working on a three-pronged approach to achieve our objectives: so outreach to young girls, activities for current students, and engagement opportunities for graduates and allies. The first prong of our approach is youth outreach. Throughout the year, we offer numerous hands-on trades training opportunities to girls as young as grade 7 on Conestoga's campuses. These include Explore Your Future and career exploration workshops, as well as summer camps in partnership with Skills Ontario. Our premier event is the Jill of All Trades. Since 2014, every spring, a group of more than 300 students, teachers, partners, and government representatives visit Conestoga's Cambridge campus to participate in a day-long event designed to introduce young women to the tremendous potential of careers in the skilled trades. The next prong of our approach is engagement with current students. We conduct evening events to connect current students with those working in industry and social events to build a sense of community amongst the women within our programs. In the youth outreach section, I mentioned connection with youth in the form of workshops. Current students can act as mentors to participants in these workshops. The girls see someone who looks like them in a trades leadership role and can then better see themselves also in that role, which is good for both the participant and the mentor. And I've seen many of our female students embrace this role. Colleges rely on generous donations from industry to ensure students have funds to continue with their training. So in addition to the supports that Emily outlined for apprentices, Conestoga College has one of the largest trades and apprenticeship awards in Canada. Since 2010, it's estimated that over $1.9 million in awards have been provided to our trade students by our industry partners. And many of these awards are earmarked specifically for our female trade students. And the last prong of our approach is engaging with our graduates and allies. We regularly have women return to the college to be guest speakers in the classroom, providing valuable insight into their industry. We rely on graduates to act as workshop leaders for our youth outreach activities, as well as mentorship panel events for our current students. And finally, when women earn their trade license and obtain a number of years of experience as a skilled tradesperson, they then have the opportunity to return to the classroom, but this time it's in the role of faculty or technologists, teaching the next generation of skilled tradespeople. When you enter a trade, there's so many opportunities to become involved in your community and pathway into related careers such as technical treating and starting your own trade-related business as an entrepreneur. Whether you're choosing a career for the first time or considering a career change, a non-traditional career path can be just the thing for you. It can help you balance work and family life, keep learning and growing as long as you wish, and contribute to your community in ways you may not have yet considered. Conestoga College offers a wide range of skilled trades programs, including the construction sector, so carpentry, electrical, HVAC, industrial sector, things like welding or precision machining trades, motive power, so heavy construction equipment technician, automotive, as well as service trades, so culinary and child development practitioner as an example. And we offer traditional apprenticeships in many of these trades programs.
Do you believe the world needs people who can build, fix, and connect our communities? The trades keep our world moving. They empower innovation, and they can inspire you. Finding an apprenticeship can mean knocking on hundreds of doors. At Conestoga College School of Trades and Apprenticeships, we open doors for you. By 2020, Canada could be short about 1 million skilled trade workers. We are a leader in apprenticeship and skills training in Ontario. No matter your goals, we have a pathway to get you there. Our apprenticeship programs are a combination of on-the-job and in-school learning. Some of our training programs also include a paid work placement. Situated in Canada's Technology Triangle, our college has connections with local industry and associations, creating active learning opportunities, co-op placements, and networks. You'll be working with the latest technology, troubleshooting large-scale problems while being well paid. Conestoga's trade programs are taught primarily by full-time faculty. They are passionate about their trade and here to prepare you for success through applied learning.
For the first time in my life, I'm getting great grades and learning to do it myself.
The apprenticeship program allowed me to pay for school as I go. Now I'm on my way to being an automotive technician, and I'll always have a job.
If you're a problem solver and want a rewarding, lucrative career, choose a trade at Conestoga College. Conestoga College. What you do here counts out there.
So within many of the trade sectors, Conestoga offers a variety of training opportunities. You already heard detailed information presented by Emily on apprenticeship training. And many colleges offer apprenticeship delivery either part-time or full-time, so you may have the option to determine the delivery format that works best for you. Conestoga currently offers in-school training in approximately 24 different apprenticeships. Joanne discussed her experience related to obtaining an apprenticeship. Individuals have the option to take a post-secondary program to give them a competitive advantage when applying for available apprenticeship positions. Many times we're asked about short-term training to provide individuals with some trade exposure. A certificate program is a great fit for many individuals. This is typically a one-year program that provides an introduction to a trade and includes basic skills for an entry-level job into the trade. At Conestoga, we have a trade sampler program. So students engage in 4 different trades, each lasting 7 weeks of the program. This enables individuals to try a number of different options to determine which trade might be best for them. Many use the certificate credential to show employers that they are dedicated to learning the trade and that they already possess some skills to be useful on the very first day of the job. We see many graduates from certificate programs subsequently register as an apprentice and return to college for more in-depth trades training. A longer option is a diploma program, which is 2 years in duration and involves more in-depth training within a given area. Students build on skills that are included in the certificates, but delve deeper into the technical aspects, as well as develop a broader range of skills. Although not as common, advanced diplomas may also be an option. Once again, these build on skills embedded in the previous credential types and are delivered over a period of 3 years. As mentioned by Emily, there is a prior learning assessment option to pathway from post-secondary into an apprenticeship. Many of our certificates, diplomas, and advanced diplomas embed the apprenticeship curriculum. So upon completion of the program, if a graduate was to subsequently register as an apprentice, they may not be required to return to complete any additional in-school training before they can work to complete their on-the-job hours as required by their apprenticeship program. Paid co-op options are available within many of our diploma and advanced diploma programs, so students can earn valuable work experience before they graduate. And numerous students continue to work full-time for their co-op employer upon graduation and register as an apprentice. In some cases, a college degree may even be an option. So for example, skilled tradespeople may take a business degree if they're interested in starting their own business. So as you can see, there are many opportunities to partake in trades training of various lengths, depending on what works best for you and your particular circumstances and goals. So non-traditional occupations for women, such as the skilled trades, can offer a direct route to a secure and fulfilling future. Conestoga College is a leader in skilled trades training for women. Through gender-specific programming and opportunities for mentorship, Conestoga has assisted many women in pursuing a rewarding career in the skilled trades. The WOW, Women's Only Welding Workshop, is a one-day practical workshop in a non-competitive and comfortable environment for women to explore the art of welding. No previous experience is required. And the workshop has both a practical and theoretical component, and participants create a small take-home project. Girls Garage Night is a 6-week course offering women an opportunity to learn about the tools and equipment commonly used in the metal fabrication industry. In addition, the course covers an introduction to basic hand tools and power tools, thermal cutting processes, as well as basic welding skills. The Women in Skilled Trades WISH General Carpenter Pre-Apprenticeship Program celebrated its 20th anniversary in 2020. This is a 34-week tuition-free certificate program that equips women who wish to make a career in the construction industry as a general carpenter with the basic skills required to secure a position as an apprentice and to work safely and successfully in the industry. This program provides introductory trades training, including level 1 curriculum from the Ontario General Carpenter Apprenticeship Program, as well as a job placement. In addition, the program incorporates components not found in the basic level training, such as job search and communication skills, training in computer literacy, and various computer applications. This program has been a mainstay in our community, one that both our community partners and the women that we serve have embraced. Conestoga is proud to offer such a valuable program to women entering a non-traditional career. The graduates from the WIS General Carpenter Program, we have so many of them who come back to act as mentors for our young girls events and for our mentorship panels for our existing students. And they help to guide the next generation of tradespeople. In addition to the General Carpenter Pre-Apprenticeship, every year Conestoga delivers pre-apprenticeship training program through funding from the Ontario government. All of the programs are tuition-free, include the first level of apprenticeship in-school training, and offer a job placement. And the types of trades delivered may differ year over year. So for example, one of the programs currently running is in precision machining. So for those individuals who wish to pursue a career as a general machinist or tool and die maker. In some cases, these programs are also delivered to women only. I would like to spend a moment to outline an exciting project here at Conestoga College. A few years ago, we purchased a new site in Cambridge, Ontario, on which to build our latest campus. This is a 41-acre property, and the first phase of the project is going to include 330,000 square feet of training space with modern shops and labs, specifically for the delivery of skilled trades training programming, including our apprenticeship programs. Phase 1 opens fall of 2022 and will serve over 1,200 full-time post-secondary students and over 3,000 apprentices. And the new facility will provide an attractive and engaging environment for students. We are so excited for the opening of this campus as it will provide centralized training location, as currently our trades training is spread out over a number of campuses, and will allow us to expand opportunities offered to women with more capacity for training. It can be a challenge to offer some of our mentorship advance by having multiple campuses. And so this is going to be a great opportunity to offer even more benefit to the women who engage in our programming. So we've covered a wide range of programming options for young girls and women available at Conestoga College. I hope you've learned some information as to what may be available to further explore a career in the trades. And if you're interested in learning more, in addition to the wonderful resources through Canadian Apprenticeship Forum, I encourage you to contact your local post-secondary institution to discover what they offer in your area. If you have questions specific to Conestoga's programming, I invite you to email the address on the slide, and we would be absolutely happy to connect with you.
Thank you so much, Joni, for sharing those valuable resources for women looking to explore careers in the skilled trades at Conestoga College. I'd like to thank everyone for their contribution today and remind you to share this video with anyone who is interested in learning about the many exciting opportunities in apprenticeship and the skilled trades. You will find links to the resources mentioned in the comments on the Canadian Apprenticeship Forum's YouTube channel when the video is posted. Thank you and have a great day.